Welcome back to the stream. We're continuing Danganronpa 2 today. Again, I want to preface the stream by saying that I've already played this game before. I'm just replaying it for fun. But anyway, we're on trial 1. This trial is... I need more SP, shit. Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class.
He sounds
style.
less breathy in this game, doesn't he? Like, Monokuma sounds like... His voice sounds like more laid back in the first game.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
So this trial is really
and
neat.
vote for who done it.
I honestly like it a lot. It's a really good first trial. Of course, V3's is the best first trial, and the worst at the same time. But
if you vote correctly, then only the blackened will
this
receive
trial is
punishment.
still good.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm...
Among Us!
Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened
Among
is
Us.
among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100%
100% fair.
So there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice.
Except for that
Well,
one time.
Not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but...
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Let's just punch each other in the
Listening to the
courtroom.
rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Why is your hair like that, Nagito? That's the most pressing issue on our mind.
The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then,
It is?
mystery.
So, I am going to be showing you all new content, because for one of my classes, I have to play a lot of games. I'm a video game design major, and for one of my classes, I gotta play a lot of games. So, I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone and play those games on streams? But I still want to continue my series, so what I'll probably do is give you guys bonus streams in which I play the games assigned to my classes, and they're games I'd not normally play, like BioShock. Like, I've never played that. I know nothing about that, but... Can I not skip tutorials in this game? Okay. Alright, gaps in floorboard, bloodstain, knife.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
Because the knife was underneath the table, I think is what they want us to do.
The dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, because there's...
No, that's
Nerd.
not.
Nerd. So I originally played this game with Japanese voices. So I think these having English voices on is really a new experience for me.
Why? Try to remember.
I don't know why I picked Japanese voices originally. I don't remember why.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
You serve zero purpose. You should treat yourself now. Also true. I hate Kazuichi sucks. Kazuichi sucks.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Yeah, that's what I just
Byakuya
said.
slept under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
Under the table, yes.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could
Under the
surprise
table.
us. That dude
I think he was hiding under the
big
table.
jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya, then it's probably...
Crap!
Shit.
Crap!
Oh, I'm stupid.
Crap! Crap!
What? What is it?
Crap! I can prove it with this.
Because he found the knife on the table?
Something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Okay.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon"?
It could have been any of those things.
Byakuya
Like,
probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly.
I mean, I was on the right path.
Of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
but instead it's a bunch of kids screaming at each other in the... It's a bunch of kids screaming at each other.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout. That sounds correct.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Hamhands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Byakuya couldn't see him.
Bye-bye.
That's wrong.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Mekon,
No, it's obviously wrong. It should
Mekon,
be the other way around.
I have been... Mekon, don't do this to me. I've been your friend.
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. I don't actually know the controls for this. Counter with the left stick. I'm sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Later, nerd.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Isn't there like a backslash option? Like, what are the controls again?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya in reality.
Oh.
That's what happened. So those goggles were planted. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me? You so polite,
He's
Hajime.
definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Is it really? Allow me to...
Definitely?
I thought it's just I'll cut through your words.
Inside the Duraluma,
Or was that
Byakuya had
Shuichi's
with him during the party.
thing?
we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
You're so polite, Hajime.
Which means we can assume.
He's like, no, I don't allow you.
Lumen case as well. Woohoo! I said assume. Ibuki never uses such clever language.
That's like a C to your words. What?
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
I hate you.
Oh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
I hate you. I'm glad you're dying. The knife was brought in the duraluminum case? No, that's not possible. The knife is in the dining hall, and I should be able to prove it. Alright.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the...
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Right, Hajime. Shut your bitch ass up.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Why do you sound so scared about it, Hajime?
Hey, the hell?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me.
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Friendly lies?
Lies! Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
It might have just been a little
As long as he
trolling.
was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? See. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Why isn't it letting me press A? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among Us!
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that
I
I
hate
must
you.
return to this topic, but I just realized something If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
How did Byakuya even see the goggles in the
He
case?
wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, It would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark.
I see.
It was Byakuya Togami.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
Does that mean...
Would they be able to see them?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means...
How would they be able to see it if there was like a tablecloth over the table and...
The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I'm not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
Thanks.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's
What?
the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko is the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? Is it a hot in here?
Since Peko was in the office,
What is Teruteru's account again? No, because Peko was in the bathroom.
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office. That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the
That's impossible. Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office.
Not even.
I agree with that.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
No.
It's nothing like that at all. Nikumaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Hiko's right there. I've been trying to use it so many times.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom.
Have y'all heard of a great shit called
shortly after the party
Hinatsumi? Let me introduce you. It's Hajime and Natsumi Kuzuryu. This is probably saved for the second part or whatever. Fuyuki's little sister. There's like a whole fanfic of series of what if Natsumi Kuzuryu survived, and like it changes everything. Like what if Hajime saved Natsumi? And it's like a whole shit fanfiction, but it's like also got this whole plot. It's really cool. Danganronpa Yakuza art. Go check it out. It's super
And it
cool.
was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it.
What?
There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously.
What?
Stop it. But still.
Yeah, even Hajime is fucking annoying. He's like,
was that really just a
seriously, stop
coincidence?
it.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
This childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxative?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is, no, it can't, because even if someone slipped her some laxatives, no one could have left the kitchen. No one left the kitchen during the blackout, right? Oh, except for Teruteru, who's...
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong. No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall, because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in
Some.
it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
What the fuck did you just fucking say to
Let's
me?
just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah,
What did cause the
We already know
stomachache?
that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's really important. So we need to discuss how it occurred.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
What?
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
I mean, kind of.
Probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and if you can't answer that, did they throw a stone? Maybe they used a remote control. They probably messed. It does not have to be they may have tampered with, or maybe they caused a power surge.
I bet it's really
Monokuma's fault. By the way, I'm not a trashy skank. Who tripped the breaker and if you can't answer that, did they
Relish don't. Maybe they used a remote control.
Probably must. It does not have to be the. They may have tampered with, or maybe they.
Power.
There you go, Mahiru.
It's just as Mahiru said.
Mahiru's probably my fourth favorite character in this game after Hajime, Chiaki, and like.
Of course, that's not a coincidence.
Fifth if you count
Someone
Natsumi. She's in this game, kind of. But anyway, Hajime, Chiaki, and Fuyuhiko.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
I should probably redo my Danganronpa tier list, actually. Oh, I should do it during class. That'd be funny.
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Stupid fool!
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the iron's in the storage room.
Now I'll do it later. Hey Siri, at 5:30, remind me to redo my Danganronpa tier list.
That's inexcusable!
What? Why is it inexcusable? Like, oh, saying it's inexcusable. Okay.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the... If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words.
I thought there might have been a second weak point.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
Alright, I'm gonna use the D-pad for...
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hams died around that time too!
I see.
I'm gonna use the D-pad for rebuttal showdowns.
I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers,
yep, I have a...
started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout. Indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
What's wrong with the word indubitably?
Probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, you couldn't reach it.
The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty
Honestly,
killer, right?
Fuyuhiko's the
They
best
can't
written
defeat
character in
symbols
this
of hope like you
franchise.
guys.
That being said, he's not my favorite character in the franchise. He's the best written, but he's...
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
But, I mean, like... He's the best written character in the series, but he's not my favorite, because I just have personal connections to other characters more.
In the end,
My favorite character is Kaede,
always
by the way.
wins.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Among Us?
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
We've only been arguing for 36 minutes.
Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
We're being gaslit.
Like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I hate you, Makoto. Makoto.
Me too.
Why are you just calling Makoto? I hate you, Nagito.
Take me home already.
Except I don't. He's pretty cool.
I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this,
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way
you are not my friend.
Murder another.
Oh, that makes sense. Teruteru is not my friend.
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
So he must be the killer.
No clues that lead to the killer anyway.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
Yo, let's Kuchiyaki.
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
you know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all,
It's really good that we don't have Kyoko carrying us in this game.
during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that?
But in this game, like, Nagito and Chiaki both take that role. But Nagito more does it like as a troll. They need to get close to even while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be...
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
Just as I thought, this diagram is cool. Who the killer is and how they move, that's clearly shown in this diagram. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Does it want us to select the lamp itself, or... like the cord?
Use the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, they actually used...
I can prove it with this.
Wait, what were the options?
Turn the desk lamp on. They used its power.
The options are always fun to look at.
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person.
The only person who could have possibly done it.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
What the hell are you talking
You're
about,
choosing everyone's positions
Hajime?
before the blackout. The only person near the power cord was you.
Which
I mean,
means
Hyoko could have
the
like
only
felt
one who
along
could
the
have
wall,
felt their way
right?
to the table using the
And then to the power cord, right? To the outlet.
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table.
Nagito's chance to hide under the table was...
I see. Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife. That's... If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be?
I mean...
Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
If it's one coincidence after another, is it even possible? Is it even possible to get that lucky? I mean...
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
I mean, it was... you just got lucky, man.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part
It's
of
one
your
coincidence.
plan, too.
Then you really got so lucky? You really got that lucky? 1 in 6.5 million chance?
And tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well,
The Ender Pearl trades.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind.
Was he? He was making fun of us the whole time. He told us not to make fun of a girl and shit. He was gaslighting us the whole time, Hachime. He was not kind. This motherfucker was gaslighting us the whole time.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death.
The way that they, like, choosing Makoto for Nagito's voice actor was such a good idea.
How wonderful. How beautiful it is.
Huh?
Those eyes, at that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
It was me.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to
I mean, it
us
was
this
kind of
entire time?
obvious. He was a bitch the whole time. He was
Lie?
gaslighting.
That's outrageous. There's
He's
no
still
way.
fucking gaslighting us.
You guys, I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort
I
of
mean, I
person
wouldn't
whose
put it
eyes
past
light
him.
up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he
Hey,
the
Nagito.
real
If
Nagito?
you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did.
What? Oh shit, that's probably gonna get me DMCA'd.
There's nobody
I'm
else on
gonna
this island whose
kill the
handwriting is
VOD.
that painful to look at.
Give me a second. I need to... Alright, it's still very quiet, but you can make it out, so I'm deleting the VOD. It's still very quiet, but you can make it out, so I'm deleting the VOD. Just in case.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the
Alright.
first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping.
Anyway, back to Nagito gaslighting us, which he's been doing this whole time. I don't know why we've called him kind.
I bet if that really was my reason, at least someone would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to
And how about that old-looking building near the hotel?
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall. I can't clean the storage room. If you stayed there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health.
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the iron.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
Because I'm lucky. I'm just lucky. I got all my Ender Pearl drops.
Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it.
And it was just pure luck. Ultimate baby face.
I see.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with a red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The f...
How should I put this?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
Be
If it's
faster.
something little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But do you know who the killer is?
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
What is the controls for the white noise? Silencer's A. Why is it not
It's
working?
already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one. He killed Byakuya with the knife he did.
No, that's wrong! That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
Why is this? If that's in V3, that's gonna be terrible. Even this game is gonna be terrible.
hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
Based on the 5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
What?
Not a whorehouse. Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
No.
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
Me
What
too.
happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rule?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond the sight? No, there can't be it. There should be some way to figure out what happened in the dark.
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For real?
Then actually a surprise.
Remember when everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Why would he say that? Oh, to create an alibi for himself.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Shut up, Yoko.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth. However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Kyoko's funny though.
Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? What sounds possible?
What the hell?
Ow!
I can interpret it like that. That sounds like exactly what happened.
The table. I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. And I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on. Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
How did you lure him under the... Oh, you would have just grabbed the knife and just killed him in the kitchen. How would you have seen him?
Then we're right back to square one!
How could that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is Nagito really is the guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way to say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now we need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we all will die here. And that's the midpoint of the trial.
Well now.
Now then, the class trials reaches climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? For those who figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to... Hi Lord Fur, we're playing Danganronpa 2. I've played this game before, but I wanted to play it again because it's fun. So, that's what I'm doing now. Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their same data melt away like butter. But if you guess right... Yeah, the game is really good. That's why I'm replaying it. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. $10 billion. Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on. Have I played V3? Yes, I have. I've played all the series, but I wanted to replay them because they're fun.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Oh? Like our PS4 controller? Just kidding! You can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're so evil!
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it, cause I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You're still an idiot.
You say you were shoved away, but...
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks...
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
What? Do you have some things you need to...
I'm not talking about your looks.
I see. Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere. There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yes, there's only one thing that could have been used to block the blood splatter.
I can prove it with this. You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splat.
But that was found in the storage room, right?
Yeah, and we didn't have it.
Suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean
Did
after
he like
the lights
fold it
came
up
back
and
on?
store in his
What
pocket?
have you
His
done?
coat
We've
looked
seen
pretty
it.
big.
It's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you,
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, hitting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
I mean, Mikon later.
what does...
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
There's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth is bloody, so there's no denying. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same. I don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer stabbed them.
Really? Sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer.
What do you mean by that? Oh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, it's time. Oh, everyone's favorite. Oh, Noe. Woo! There's 2 rules. Yeah, okay. When you move the reticle with left stick and press A while it's on top of the letter, you catch. And then press A while you have a letter caught, you release the letter. I fucking hate this game. This thing. Using those words as a clue. Something is coming to me. Oh baby, everyone's favorite. Well, this version is easy. But later in the game, it gets so fucking hard, and since we're playing on mean, oh, I'm stupid. That one was just due to me being stupid. Later in the game, if I failed this too many times, I might just set it to normal difficulty. Oh, I'm stupid, I meant to press A. This is in a dangerous spot, I'm gonna destroy it. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that either. So that was just the first Hangman's Gambit, and look how bad we did. Just you fucking wait until we got into later into the game.
Got it.
Woo! Lad, improved Hangman's Gambit. Improved with 5 million quotation marks around it.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? How?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here.
That's right, only one person should know how to get under the floorboards. Well, two, including the killer. But...
You're the only one! Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it.
I love this sprite for Hajime. It's just... Bro, shut the fuck up. Oh, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Ha 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 ha. It seems God exists for my benefit. However, how do I recover? I cannot fit my arm in this opening. Were I to use a tool, I would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboard.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
What, did you send one of your hamsters under there?
4th eye.
Like, I know what happened, but did you...
Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Please don't say that again.
It sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
And that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party. So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboard.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from...
It obviously has...
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
The mocking voice.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you are now Oh! They let the white noise, like, happen before? Like... Bang, 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 bang. They introduced the white noise before introducing the silencer? What was...
During the party, the killer... was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
You could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that
Bro,
true,
shut up.
Hiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
I missed.
Culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor.
You could have stared at Pat without going to the storage.
Is that true? Don't act like I'm the But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means...
You have no alibi.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
What happened for you, Ika? What are you doing all alone in a place like this? I'm guarding so Monokuma doesn't come
I saw
inside.
Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party? Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I've overlooked.
We're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior?
I fucking hate you, Nagito. But like, at the same time, he's a great character.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that was like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it
Fuck.
really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Pain, I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that. You know, the killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
There's also a portable stove for cooking hot pot.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it
Shut
to me
up.
in much more detail. Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a
Shut up.
perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
I love the way he says it, like in a cruel imitation of Makoto.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean, battle? It's like he's enjoying the game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose to someone like him.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned, it contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office,
I believe it's this, is what they
because
want
the
us to
hallway
do,
was dark.
if I
So if the
recall
light was
correctly.
shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words. Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light would.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
I'm just like that. I'm a
You
little
sound so
bit.
scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Let's go, Fuyuhiko.
It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
He is the sussy imposter.
You're obviously
He
the
is
killer,
the sus
right?
man.
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call it the real killer, even though I don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as a cover to use a portable stove to move in the dark and stuck under the floorboards. The only one I can think of is you and only you.
You're the only one! Teruteru. Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teruteru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply
Get the
my
fuck
opinion.
out of here, Teruteru!
Please speak freely.
Fuck you!
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teruteru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
Shut up, Nagito.
You're right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then it's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboard.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboard.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboard. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Do they want us to give you the knife?
I can prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife.
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were...
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teruteru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really? I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teruteru
No, I think we
is the
should
killer,
shut him up.
that would to the storage. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
What the?
Ow!
Turn the damn
You guys?
Doesn't that prove Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teruteru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the
It's
dining.
even shorter to do the same to the...
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by...
Oh my god, shut up.
You should try looking at me.
Roar?
Hey, you look greasy. But I heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki's...
That's right. Teruteru was in the dining hall, not the...
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
I do.
You should be
You suck.
so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teruteru's hope?
These two are driving me insane.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Got him.
Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Why do you say something different? I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teruteru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teruteru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power...
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teruteru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
What do
Is
you
there any way
mean?
we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Right.
His
Yeah, don't be saying
memories?
things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? Probably can't. Oh, you again.
In order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, he would have noticed.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall...
Because he's a fucking perv.
You should know how Muton was positioned at the time, right?
Whoa, what? No! Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teruteru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you
Clever?
It's so easy.
Like she planned it?
I'm so sorry. I showed you something so
How about it? You can't answer, Teruteru?
That's weird. It just slipped from my mind.
But you're a perv, you
There's
wouldn't
no
have forgotten.
way it slipped from your mind.
Yeah.
Especially not a pervert like you.
Even so, Nagito, say something.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teruteru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
I'm doing a little trolling. It's called we do a little.
Like I really am the killer.
It's called we do a little trolling, Hajime.
But it's already decided, right?
Now, the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cool.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough with the whimpering and translate.
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Woo! Everyone's favorite! Fuck! I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Got it! That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer!
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teruteru.
I checked the equipment list, and there seems to be one iron skewer missing.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teruteru. Where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island.
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teruteru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old pool.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teruteru, just man up and be straight with us. Oh.
A high-speed dispute battle. That's bullet time, but sorry, the panic talk action. The PTA. During the PTA, so it's the same thing. Match A to lock on, and then X to destroy. But for this PTA, just focus on pressing the A button.
What the hell you even saying, you stupid cutter, hey?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hit?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow...
The way bottom be the weapon that line. If the unskewered weapon, then the would be inserted by. We checked it. There's a weapon hidden somewhere we couldn't find it. Could have been an unexpected place. Where you had a long weapon, like an on.
I'm not hiding that thing.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding that thing. I'm not hiding anything. Shut up! That's impossible!
So A, lock on, attack, select final strike.
Nonsense! Unforgivable!
So what? How do you attack? It's A to lock on. How do you switch between?
I don't know. Nonsense! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know.
Just smash A.
Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense! Shut up! Where would the weapon be?
The funny.
Yeah.
I just mashed A.
But the iron skewer had been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like...
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
It seems there are no dangerous items like that skewer in the churrasco earlier in that piece of food. That appears to be the case.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the meat on the bone.
The funny.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
Alright. Oh, it's press release at the next one. Match the tempo marker by pressing the A button. If you keep pressing it, you... And if you keep holding it, you lock on multiple, and then release to destroy all of them. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I haven't played this game in a while.
Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just...
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here. I'm already eating it. A bear that eats meat.
Wait, now that I think about it,
Yeah.
pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy.
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life. The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Isn't that? Is that an iron skewer?
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It's brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teruteru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Tell him! Tell him!
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loud-mouthed, fast-food-eating hips.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later.
I guess we need to settle this. To do that, we need...
Go over the entire incident, and then I can prove Teruteru's crime.
So,
You have to reproduce the order of events in a form of comic book. It's up to you using truth panels. Okay, using that one set. It's basically the same concept. Bar in the tablecloth. What? What does this say? I need to move this. I need to move my camera for this section.
Everything that happened.
Okay, there we go.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Yakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall in the park. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it.
Meat on the bone.
With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teruteru Hanamura? That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
Bubble baby! How'd I do? 100, 100, 100, 97, 100, 163. B. That fucking panic talk action fucked me up.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Whoops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Does Monami know who the killer is before time because she has access to security still? And if she does, why doesn't she just tell us? Does Monokuma like force her not to?
correct.
That's right! This time the black responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teruteru Hanamura.
You...
Are you serious? Out of all these people, you saying a ponce like he was the one who killed Byakuya? But why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you it was a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard we had laughter in the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty putting a knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. I saw him place the iron seat brought it into the storage room and mess with the air conditioning timers. Plus he was grinning by himself the whole time. When I questioned him, and when that happened, he...
You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught?
What?
Caught? What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Huh? Tear, just to let you know, it's pointless to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing. But no matter how much you want to leave the island, that's just... I see,
Well...
so that's what you think. But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start. I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope. That's right, in the name of hope. I love everyone's chance from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't understand at all. See, isn't it typical that you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness. And of course, in order to see it, I'm going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right, I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair. Are you kidding? Don't tell me you're actually serious, man. So you don't understand? That's really mine. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic. There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is? Explain to me. I don't understand anything about the story. You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win? You better not compare us to that! Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong. And the harsher the trial, the stronger you become. For mere humans, killing is simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level. It's amazing to me that someone as just as talented as myself can become that trial. It's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die with everyone's trial. There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation that you yourselves may ascend to brand new heights.
What's going on?
Are you saying you basically want to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as killing someone for fun, but I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teruteru discovered your plan? Or perhaps that was intentional too. Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus it'd be better for him to make the mystery more complex. Was that why you blatantly revealed your plan with Teruteru? You tried to pique Teruteru's curiosity, and you look forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true that I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. I said, oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. Yeah, that's right. I tried to stop him, you know? But why'd you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know, because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take the knife. That's why I aimed to thrust the iron spear with it. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife.
Perhaps.
What?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a
guide
victim.
you all.
That much I promise. Could this be in order to keep that promise? As long as he's wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards, and that someone was aiming for Nagito. So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see, Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away, and yet, I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will be stronger in overcoming this despair. You knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be fun for later. Just kidding, but I never expected it to turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one who survived. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teruteru. Because Teruteru could decide to commit his crime because he also had strong hope. Which means his actions were motivated towards hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might be the person who hope I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any kind of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teruteru. Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teruteru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, the straw might have been ruined.
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, the straw was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island. That was my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teruteru? In the end, my help was enough, and it turned out to be a bad ending for Teruteru. But you should be proud of yourself. You won't die in vain. You will become a splendid sacrifice to everyone so that hope can feel more powerful.
Shut up! Hey.
Hey, is it really okay to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this? Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Yeah, kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna kill them isn't Nagito. It's Teruteru. You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the Black and Killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
No.
This was an accident. It was an act of self-defense, not intentional. Anyway, it's possible that it's not my fault. It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still murder. If you kill someone, that's murder. But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments as extenuating circumstances maybe in probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims. Hey, see me guys, this is only trying to stop Nagito, sir. To be honest, after wondering about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought no one would find out if you killed her after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right? You're wrong. There's no way a prisoner who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just with the kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody to survive. Let's be honest already, at least in the end.
That is...
Why?
If you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya was still alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teruteru. I just wanted to go home.
No matter what.
Because she's waiting for me. Mama's waiting for me back home. She's waiting by herself, and the day I graduate, hope to count me and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The academy.
Yeah, I don't care about your sob story.
Right?
Shut up and die.
So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but
wait. Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
Yeah, shut up, Teruteru. I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and work at the Hanamura Diner. Mom is waiting for me, even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home.
But if we were told our memories were stolen, several years to pass since the first day, What happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said. You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. I still don't believe it. There's no way I could believe it. It has to be a lie. I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure that it was all a lie. I wanted to make sure I could still have a place to go home. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found I was going to kill someone. That's why. So you wanted the first kill? I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it's the only thing I could do. I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
You are already crazy. You fucking suck. I see. Interesting, but as far as motives to kill are concerned, one, to see your mom is boring. So it seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow. So let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
Jeez, get out of my way. Well now.
There, now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business. Wait. Hold on a second, not asking for forgiveness anymore.
Now then,
Please.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For Teruteru Hardware, the ultimate card.
Hey.
Call me Chef. No, wait, that's not what I... Please tell me what happened to the Hanamura Diner, to Mama.
We've got. It's punishment time.
Lies. I won't believe this.
I won't believe it. I'm glad this fucker dies first. If I had to listen to one more line of pervy live dialogue from this ass wipe, I would probably destroy something. Banger music, by the way. The Reach for the Stars motif is bang. It slaps. The punishments in this game are so much more over the top than in the first game. Like, the first game, yeah, they were pretty big, but this game had them be more, like, over the top and wacky and shit. And in V3 as well. That applies to V3 as well. How come his fucking scarf survived being burned? Also.
Extreme!
Yahoo!
Yeah!
Dude, the adrenaline is rushing through me!
Damn it!
Are you fucking serious?
How cruel.
Why would you do something so cruel? What? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school, if you badmouth someone, the teacher writes a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it in front of the class? When that happens, then only then do you think how bad it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. You're the one who's breaking the rules. I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch. Figured out, yeah, that's right. You guys have to kill each other. That's my binding point. You want your school memories returned, then you better start killing. Why didn't you tell Teruteru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know. Yes, too. We also have a right to know. What do you mean when you measured our school memories? Oh yeah, I promised to return your memories after the killing began. You're gonna do it for telling them to come. But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away. Of course, I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday, but it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. Oh, I must excuse myself as well. There's something I need to do. That's not fair. They both ran away. Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger. Teruteru, you stupid. An ending like this is such full of despair. A serious tragic despair. But serious at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. That's why I know you could be happy when we've lost such a talented individual. Please, kill me anytime. Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become a stepping stone. If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special.
Hey.
However, if you're gonna kill me, be sure you can discuss it with me beforehand. See, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. It's really not that big a deal. If you're students of Hope Peak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope, but the chosen talents, it shouldn't matter to you guys if I gotta cooperate with the killer, right?
Hey!
Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding. Can I punch you? I won't be satisfied until I punch you. Let's stop this already.
What?
Huh? Even Hajime hates me now? This stings. I thought you and I were very similar. You hold us very special feelings with Hope Peak Academy, just like me. But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, if it's too that our school memories were stolen, it's not the same as knowing our true selves too. It's the same for you, right? Someone who can't even remember their own talent is. Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do. Hold on. No punches, ass.
Please listen.
We must not argue in a place like this. There's something more important we must do, which is do our best.
Well?
We'll first leave here, get some rest, and then we will all work together and do our best so that we'll never have to come back here again. That is what I believe we must do right now. I'm sorry, if only I was a more motivational speaker.
Yes.
Like...
But, what do we have to work hard at? I don't know, no. I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron? It's fine if you don't know. Just hold on the feeling that you have to do your best. So let's do our best. Let's make sure another killing doesn't happen. It's scary, but doing our best. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said. I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do our best for now. Even though we're not able to change the future, I guess I should at least try to change my tomorrow. Damn, feed! I won't give up to the very end. I won't die in vain. I give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul to fight to the very end. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. I just read something. There's no way I could fall asleep. I can't go anywhere. The sky's connected to me. That's why I might be able to go home. I'm definitely gonna go home.
Is someone watching me?
Wait, he can sense it? Alright, next time on Danganronpa, we're gonna go hang out with Mahiru more, and we're gonna finish her social link, or free time events. Danganronpa. Wooden stick.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything.
Alright, so next time on the stream, more Danganronpa. Or, well, tomorrow will be Kingdom Hearts. But after that, more Dangangapa. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, wait, who's streaming right now? We're gonna go host Cramsters. Stream manager. Alright, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye!